What's up, everybody? We all proceed on to the championship. Mm, Finally, my worst nightmare is over. The Chicago Bears lose. Oh boy, that was close. The most luckiest throw I ever seen. Everybody said that was a great throw and all that. It wasn't. The defensive back lost contain. This was horrible. This was just bad. He just lost sight of the player. He that's I mean that's anybody else says otherwise ain't civilized because he just lost where the guy was at. Hell of a throw for where he threw it at because that was like a hail mary, but it wasn't a hail mary because he just threw the ball up. He didn't know where the ball was going. He just threw the ball in the corner. If somebody gets it, they get it. But the player lost sight of the ball. He lost sight of the ball. He lost sight of the individual who caught the pass. So in the day, that's what happened. So um, so that's what we have here, and you know, I I'm glad Chicago lost. I'm not a fan. We not we we really not happy with that, and Washington's not in the playoff. But it makes me feel so much better that Chicago is one and done. Did they win? I don't think Chicago's a very good team, and I'm good. I'm very. What's up? Hey, what's up? What's up, Comet? What's going on with you? Yeah, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Um, I think the one team that can beat Seattle winter is going there. They can beat them. Just gotta see what Rams defense will show up. This is yeah, yeah. Just gotta see who wins. You know, I know. Do you wax? Yeah. So end of the day, we gotta realize who who Seattle is. Denver. They still they got to fight a boxer's chance. I don't I don't see them winning, but that defense is so good. I don't know. Yeah, I've been streaming a little bit. I've been streaming just a little bit. What's up, Star Wars? What's going on with you? So, yeah, I'm trying to make my channel better. Are you working overtime? Oh, I'm working overtime. I think it's me. Mm. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. I mean, far as anything, I just want next week the games to be good, but I don't want referees causing the game. There was another play today that I thought they was going to say that when the guy took the ball out of his hand while he was already down. And I thought, oh, here we go with this BS. Weekend had been awesome. It all depends what you call awesome. I'm 1-3 this weekend. The teams I wanted to win didn't win. Only team won was LA today. So who y'all got in the conference going to the Super Bowl? I'm picking the Rams to go all the way because Stafford going to retire on the ring. Yeah, he might do that. And I think the head coach, I know he's a little burned out. I think he might retire too. If he wins the Super Bowl, if that head coach wins, he probably leave. I think he because he wanted to retire a couple years ago, but he changed his mind. Or somebody convinced him. I didn't want the Bills and Texans and the Bears and Seahawks. No, I did. I wanted the Bears. I wanted the Texans. I didn't want the Seahawks. I thought maybe they could figure out a way to get Purdy in position. But what happened? You let the crowd get into it with that kickoff, and you didn't, and so I didn't have anything. I mean, it was just one thing after another. The pass that Stafford threw, I forgot his name. The pass he threw and he caught that pass, that's a hell of a pass. That's kind of passing you don't see very often in the NFL anymore. You don't see that kind of pass. That was a hell of a pass. I was like, what the? I was like, okay. At first I was like, oh shoot. I hope that's a catch because that's a hell of a catch. And I was delighted. You think CC Stroud should retire? No, I don't think he should retire. He just in this. Now, this is what I call slump. This is what I call a slump. I really call this a slump because his first year he had a very good season. His second year he didn't have so much of a great season. His third season he struggled again. He's in what I call a slump. He's in a slump because he's struggling. I was hoping that he just managed the game. Don't do nothing special because they didn't need him to be special. Let the defense. But when the defense is on the field, much as they was on in this game, you can't put your defense like that. And then I was getting touched field goals. When I was trying to come back, it's 21-10. Yeah, the defense is doing what they can. And you're not getting field goals. You're not getting your defense excited. Okay, 21-10 is 21-13, 21-16. If they ever got touchdowns, that was firing them up, and you got another. You have to get touchdowns, not field goals. And I think The defense was tired. They was out there too long. They had to cover their mistakes in that first half. That's crazy. There's a lot of tired legs. I don't care if they went in halftime and they rested and sit down, but you a lot of tired legs and you run up and down the field trying to stop somebody. Like, all those 4 interceptions, I think they end up getting 7 points, maybe 10. The game should not have been close at halftime. They should have had at least 30 points, maybe 28 points. And that kept them in the game, relatively close. And I just thought the defense was just wore down. They couldn't do for so much. Everybody was coming in. Thank you for coming in. Hit that like button. If you haven't always sub, please do that sub. Subscribe. Tell your friend, your mom, and your daddy, your grandchildren, anybody. Let's get these subs up. I'm looking for 10 subs a day. That's my goal. 10 subs a day. I appreciate that and I appreciate everybody being here. You know, I got some haters on here. You know, I definitely got some haters. People say, "Oh, I don't know my team. I don't know football." So I got some haters. And I always say, that's not my channel. My channel is not to go and know every player on the team. If a player suck, why should I give him the credit by saying his name? Now, this upcoming season, I will be better than that. I wouldn't like that. It's not because I don't want to, because they so bad and they can't cover. They can't block. They can't cover. They can't pass block. They can't run block. Giving up sacks, not being in the right position to make plays. I'm not going to reward you by calling you your name. I would say the position. Cornerbacks and safety for the Washington football team was horrible this year. Arm tackler, couldn't cover folks, leaving people wide open. When they did, was in position to make tackles, missing tackles, not doing what they need to do. So going forward, I would be better than that because I'm looking forward to the next season. Because I'm just new to this YouTube. Some people know they team in and out. I do, but I don't need to go and study every playbook or every scheme or every who's in a 4-3 or 3-3 or robber and all this other stuff. Because in the day, football is highs and lows, and ebbs and flows. So in the day, I have to look at it differently than others look at. I look at football differently. Because if you got players who's not worthy for their name being called, why should you call them? I'm just saying. You know, that's my take on that. I try to joke around on here and play, say silly things and stuff like that. If you want stats, you come to the wrong channel. I'm not the stat guy. I want to critique my player, how bad the coaches, management, and I'm going to critique the NFL. How bad the NFL is, how bad they is based on the rules, based on what they don't do for the players, but they reward coaches for unlimited money, but they won't pay the players the money. People say, "Oh, yes, they do." Oh, no, they don't. Because a player could get a max contract for $240 million. He on only $130 million guarantee. So that player never sees all that money. But if a coach get a contract, he's gonna get all that money. So it's all about people say, "Oh, they ain't got enough money to guarantee all this, that, and the third." Absolutely, they do. Don't let these players. I keep saying that these owners making billions of dollars every year. They banking it. They put out numbers for you fans in the media to put out there to make you believe that they struggling or the franchise is not making a whole lot of money. They all lying because they're never gonna be honest with you. It's sort of like the government. The government never gonna tell you the truth. They're just gonna tell you what they want you to know. That's the NFL. That's the NBA. That's NHL. That's Major League Baseball. That's all sports in general. That's human beings. I ain't gonna tell you what's going in my household. NFL has very good is getting fans to what? Believe what they say. It's always the players' fault. It's never the owners. Then you sit there and blame Roger Goodell. He's the fall guy. They pay him $40 million to stand up there and take the fall while you blame the players. But I'm happy Chicago lost. And I'm just happy I don't have to hear Chicago fans comparing. I'm just happy they lost. I'm just happy. I didn't. A game earlier, I was hoping that the Texans win, but Stroud he put the Texans defense in a hole. I mean, both you think about both teams, quarterback wasn't the best, and I want to hear about Mayo, how great he is, or he could be. He's not. He's an average quarterback that again that the NFL is making good. Yeah, I know. You're right. Mm. Somebody asked me, "What's up, Leo?" The Greek mode. A mode would be perfect working the players union. They want. They don't want. They don't want the average Joe in there. They need. They need a strong person for the union. Players should be saving up their money. That's what they should be telling these players. Hey, don't spend all your money if we going on strike. I don't know, Mouse. I don't know. I don't see Seattle. I don't know. Rams could fool you. The Rams could fool you. That's interesting. NBA players are the ones who go broke the fastest. Okay. And NFL players go broke too. Maybe not as fast as NBA players, but they definitely go broke. People don't know how to budget their money. Let's see what's on any news. Today's Sunday. Let's see. Watch the Commander news. Okay. Nothing, nothing, nothing. They don't have a college diploma though no more. Why they don't go broke with a college education? The NFL players don't have half of them got diplomas. They go in their second year and they don't even graduate. So both leagues have that issue. Bo broke his ankle in the overtime. No, yeah, I didn't think Denver should. I just Denver was a fluke. They lucked up again. Them and Chicago's been very lucky this year. So I think this game came down to a lucky throw, and the Bears' defense was tired. They was tired. They were just tired. That's crazy. They should be required to finish out their college career. Nah. It used to be comic is they used to do this. They used to do give you a 4 year degree. You know, you play 4 years for college football, but now they give you 4 years scholarship. They don't do that no more. It's based on year to year. Reason being because players get hurt and they take away your scholarship. They just point blank. So now it's year to year. You'll never see that happen. You'll never see that happen, unfortunately. You have to you have to progress, and some players just regress. Some players, I mean, it's all about the money for now for the college football, and that doesn't include gymnastics, swimming, hockey, track and field. It's a lot of money in all those sports. Volleyball, especially women's volleyball, is big time, big time, big time. So you got to realize college sports has been taking advantage of players, especially college football and college basketball. But then when they got reversed and everything changed with the NIL transfer portal, that I could do this, I can do that now. I'm getting paid for my services. There's no such thing as amateur sports and college sports anymore. They're all gone. So they changed it. That's why I had a problem with Mike Krzyzewski leaving and Alabama coach. What's his name? I forgot his name. It's, he they left. He left because he can no longer control the players like he once did. Because y'all couldn't put that narrative to tell players, hey, and put them in their place. Now they got control of the situation. They could ask for more money to play. You want me on your team, not to come into somebody's living room, say I'm gonna take care of your boy, and then you never do, and you take advantage of him and use him as a stepping stone for more money and more booster money that come in. All the boosters give him some money to play behind closed doors, or give him a female to lay up with. Nah, I'm glad it did change. Well, now I have like a couple of million, so they don't want to come out. I heard that they're not thinking about money too much now. Um, Most of those players are not gonna make the NFL. Most of those players know they ain't gonna make no NFL. Most of those players, they are being told because when they in college now, they get an advisor now. They got people they can talk to, financial advisor. They got this person, and they're supposed to have an agent. I'm not sure about the agent thing. Hey Momo, great points you made on Game Time channel. Which points did I make? and I made so many different points. I just because Jesse, you talking about the Harbaugh situation? When I said that Harbaugh is a special teams coach, he's been a special team coach for 18 years. He's not a defensive coordinator. He's not an offensive coordinator. Dante Moore is staying in Oregon instead of take the $50 million guarantee for the second pick for the week. I don't blame him. Who wants to go to the Raiders? Hey, that's a good thing. Woo! Why would I do that? Oh, that's crazy. Hey, Momo, So I did say some great points, and because I don't see when I tell you that in Baltimore, Maryland, the fans there wanted Harbaugh gone a long time ago. Lamar Jackson made his career last longer than his did. He does just stand around. He doesn't make plays. He's not creative. You and Jesse and Washington versus Giants going to be an epic rivalry moving forward. Yeah, I hope so. You were right about Harbaugh and Kelly Williams, but you had several good points. I just don't think he's. I just think he's lucky. That pass he threw was basically, I'm going to throw up for grabs. The defender lost sight of the ball. He didn't know where the ball was. The receiver's just standing there, and he gets open as a touchdown. Was it a hell of a throw? Yeah. Harbaugh was 500 at the Super Bowl until Lamar got there. Absolutely. And you also got to realize who's the quarterback? He's still the quarterback. He was with Cleveland, and he went somewhere else. He was the luck. He won a Super Bowl and came to MVP when he was just lofting the ball up in the air, and he had a wide receiver just yanking the ball out the air in that Super Bowl. Then it was a contract year when he went to the Super Bowl. He was lucky, and they won that Super Bowl not because of quarterback really play. It was about, I forgot the name of the wide receiver. He was just yanking balls down. Let me look that up because I don't remember. Ravens Super Bowl roster. Harbaugh. Okay, let me see. Antoine Bolden. It was Antoine Bolden who was snatching the ball out the air because the ball was up for grab, and he was just out leaping the players. He got hell of a leap, vertical, and he was just yanking the ball. You and Jesse. Okay, I read that. So that's what I say. I mean, I just don't believe Harbaugh going to change, going to make things better. When you give a person to the kings to the kingdom, and he doesn't have the point to the GM, he's not working. Basically, he ain't working with GM because he's his own boss, and he only answers to ownership, huh? And you give him a carte blanche to hire any coach he wants with no money. Don't worry about the money. You can hire anybody you want as a coaching staff. We'll see. So basically, he hiring people to do the work for him. He's not going to do anything. I mean, I think a head coach, yeah, you should have some background if you're a DC or OC, quarterback coach or linebacker coach or a wide receiver coach or DB coach. What? Special teams. It's no more wedge busters anymore. Nobody they don't even do kickoffs. The kickoffs is a joke. Ain't no more wedges. Oh my God. and y'all think he's going to make a difference, I'll give you this. He gonna win more. He gonna add 3 more wins possibly for your team. Is that gonna get you the division? Hell the fuck no. So I just came on to say my 2 cents about the football game. Thank y'all. I mean, everybody. I hope to see y'all again. I might be here tomorrow night about the college football game, but I doubt it. Y'all have a good one.